Greetings! This is Guidance with G. I'm G, and golly gee do I have guidance. To assist me with guidance to you, I use the tarot cards. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. This is my interpretation of the tarots. Let's get shuffling, shall we? The deck I'm going to use today is an old friend. This is my standard Rider-Waite or Rider-Waite-Smith tarot cards. I have had these cards forever. They are called Olaf, for old friend, Olaf. And I've had Olaf since the early 80s. He's vintage. Anyway, I think it's just fabulous that I wish that Pamela Smith is who the artistry person is that did the cards. This art was described to her by Arthur Edward Waite on what cards he wanted to be put, or what artwork he wanted on the cards. And this is what the interpretation of that young woman was. And I'm sure she was not given the, well, she wasn't given the credit, and I'm sure she wasn't paid for it either as much as he was. And that is sad because these are the most well-known set of cards. The images on the cards are one of the most recognized. So that woman really had foresight into a gift there. But so I've got Olaf all shuffled here. Let me go ahead and cut them up. Gonna knock on them. Let's look at the bottom card. I'm cheating here. Oh, Roman numerals are hard. This is the Six of Swords in reverse. Swords, they are an air sign. That's the zodiac signs are for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Speaking of an Aquarius, this is the birth time or the birthdays for all of them, and a happy birthday to them. I am peekaboo behind me. I am a fellow Aquarian. So we're feeling a little grumpy here. We're disappointed and we're frustrated. We've got some delays going on. Were you delayed with a trip or projects were delayed? Understandably, when we have delays, we get frustrated, and I get that. But let's flip that coin for a moment. Now, where I live, if you know, you know. If you were delayed on a trip, below us right now in the south, they are having some horrific storms, and those horrific storms are producing tornadoes. Was your trip delayed and you missed the tornado? That could be purpose. So let's not be frustrated. Let's go ahead and know and be patient, as the card is telling us. Our time is coming. It's just a delay. It hasn't been canceled. Delay. But that kind of scares me a little bit because I want to know, what does Olaf want us to be patient for? I tapped 3 times, didn't I? No delay. No delay, and I got goosey bumps. Right there. Look, that is serendipitous. I don't believe in coincidences. We're just talking about Aquariuses. I'm an Aquarius. Oh, goosebumps, head to toe, head to toe. You saw me pull it. Oh, thank you, Olaf. So, and the star is so full of so much information. I can't even begin to, let's start at the top. So let's go with the top, and it is number 17. As I spoke before, in numerology, they only have master numbers that are double digits, 11, 22, 33, and I think on a rarity, they go to 44. I am not a numerologist, but I think. So this card is associated with the number 8 in numerology because we take the 1 and the 7 and add them together. And number 8 in numerology is for reward, progress, movement. So that is wonderful. There might have been a delay. We're moving along here. As an Aquarius, we are the air sign. We are also the water bearer. This is our sign, The star is the tarot card for Aquarius. So with this, the air, let's talk about that next. The air is of the swords, of what goes with the Aquarians, and they are thinkers. The Aquarians are known as the knowers in what astrology I have looked at. This is talking about thoughts and bringing things into reality, having new ideas. Because an Aquarian is known as the knowers, we, and I will only speak for myself, we're not know-it-alls. I don't think I know it all, but I sure do like to learn. And when I come across a subject, I don't care how thin or how thick or how deep or whatever, I'm diving head first into that project. I'm going to swim in that information and know what I want to know. When I'm done, I don't want it anymore, I'm done. But I love to absorb the knowledge of what interests me. Sometimes I just read stuff that, wow, I never knew. And that is exactly what the air in the card is saying. The water in the card is saying conscientiousness. This is also a sign of healing. Being conscientious in an Aquarius, we know things are going to get better. The star does come after the tower in the deck. And with the tower, we do know the tower is destruction. And with destruction, understandably, we get a clean slate. And here's our clean slate. This is telling us now we have a little bit of a reprieve to breathe after our destruction. And I am sympathetic for that. It is telling us to have faith and have hope. When I speak of faith, I say faith, yes, in a creator, but I'm also speaking of faith within you. Perception is one's reality. What are you perceiving your reality is? If you say my reality skews the same, my reality sucks, you need to stop it right now. My foot is going down right this second. That's a no. You speak into reality. No more speaking that way. You are fabulous. You are wonderful. You are magical. And know it. I'm an Aquarius. I know that. I don't want to have to go through each and every zodiac to let you know how fabulous you are. Some of you know that you're fabulous a little bit more than others. We won't talk. Anyway, back to the card. So, what you want into your reality, you put it there. Golly gee, I watch YouTube. Why not be on it? That was my reality. I just said, you know what? I'm going to get a camera, and I borrowed a camera. That's why my films are Willy Wonka a little bit. But I borrowed a camera because that's what I want in my reality. Golly gee, wanted to try something new. How fun. And this is what this card is telling us. To have hope and belief and know. Now, I always have a G note. And the G note for the star, don't you dare stop. You are on the cusp of having great things happen. And I say, no stop. Go forth. Have hope. Believe in yourself. It's only a delay. So, with that said, I'd like to pull another card. This one's going to be of the Green Witch Oracle deck. This is a phenomenal deck. I love the packaging. And they're big and chunky, and I like that too, because they're easy to shuffle. So I'm going to give them a shuffle up. A little fast cut too, please. Dabby dab. Check this out. It's seeds. New ideas, hope, open-mindedness. Look at that. Serendipitous. I don't believe in coincidences. This is pure serendipitous. Delays might be happening, and sometimes they're needed. We might have just suffered the tower. This is telling us to have hope and faith. Let's peek really quick on this too. The 17th just reminded me, new moon on the 17th. It's going to be the ring of fire. Start setting your intentions. Clean your area. Set your intention for positivity, because that's going to happen. Hope, believe, have faith in yourself. Plant the seeds, because spring is coming. And with that, we have new hopes, new dreams. Oh, pure magic. I love it. So the cards are telling us today that we might have suffered a little bit, but do know, things are going to get better. Speak positively about yourself, because you are fabulous. Last thing, remember, smile, laughter, it is contagious. Thank you for watching.